I'm a loser, I'm a winner, I'm the sad one who's to say, I'm the faster, I'm the favorite, I'm the left out, run away. It's the wrong way you think today, what a chance you did take today. It's the madness your drive creates, what a chance you did waste today.
From the deserts of Phoenix, Arizona to the Carolina forests, the Right Lane Cup Series returns to the Rock. It's Rockingham Speedway here in Rockingham, North Carolina. This little bit over a mile oval with high banks, narrow grooves of racing, and close quarters action will put our 42 drivers through 70 laps of very exciting racing. Our fans have piled in. They are very excited to see this race, but more importantly, they want to witness history as a championship may be decided here today with 3 races left in the championship. We'll go down to your starting lineup. DJ Curtis surprises all with a pole. He gets his Mac Johnson Racing number 2 on the pole. Taylor Frey, another great start for the Onjato Dodge. Derek Hamill finishes third last week. He'll start third this week with Logan Cloud and Lane Sanders rounding out your top 5. Ryan Griffin, third in points, is 6th here today. He's got 42 points behind the top 2. Looking back through the field, Jeffrey Finguy, he's currently 5th in points. Henry Thomas has scooted up as well, but there is the big name, Griffin Lapel McDermott. He is 2nd in points, 2 points behind your points leader, Vince Freeze. He's going to try to get as many points as he can, but Freeze is starting 31st. Freeze has a lot of ground to make up today if he wants to maintain his championship lead, if he wants to be the first 2-time Right Lane Cup Series champion, defend his title. Looking back in the back of the field, Ben McDonald, Jesse Turner failed tech. That will put them next to the 2 Revolution cars, Christian Vargas and Asher Evelyn. That is your starting lineup for today. We'll go trackside. Get your command to start the engines, and we'll get this race here at Rockingham underway.
Days of Thunder, actor Michael Rooker.
Drivers, start your engines!
And what a good qualifying effort for DJ Curtis this late in the season. This will lock him into the Clash next season. Taylor Frey to his outside. Another good qualifying effort, but I think what of note is in this top 10 is Ryan Griffin, 3rd in points. We'll see what he's able to do. His 2 championship rivals are starting deep in the field. That's Vince Freeze in the 9 and GLM in the 22. The pace car pulls off. DJ Curtis and Taylor Frey are going to lead us down to the green. Green flag is out. We are racing here at Rockingham. Off in the turn number 1 for the first time. Curtis pulls ahead with Hamill and Sanders. Frey backs up off of turn number 2. He's now under attack for 3rd spot. Frey tries to back up to Logan Cloud. Kyle Schustry, the rookie, 555 Engineering, is already on a great charge. He's up to 4th, trying to fight the 15. Completing lap number 1, Curtis gets the bonus point. He's going to lead back into turn number 1. Derek Hamill trying to search. He's been great the last couple of weeks, building a lot of momentum for that number 98 team into next season. Expecting some announcements to come out of that organization here soon. Lane Sanders, likewise, has been running very well. He had a bad race last race. But right now, that 0-1, he ran very well last year at Rockingham. We'll see how he's able to do. Sanders to the inside, going into turn number 1. He's going to try to fight the 98. Alexander Phoenix moves forward. That's Zachary Fitzwater, the 59. Moving up, Ryan Griffin has gotten to the inside of Taylor Frey with Logan Cloud. Down LaPrade, Jeffrey Finguy, a close call between Spa teammates. Samuel England trying to jam it in there in between LaPrade and Finguy. Looking back, there is your championship contender. We've had problems on the racetrack. I think the caution flag is out. The caution is out. Ben McDonald was involved. Charles Sanford, those are teammates at Breeding Enterprises. The caution flags out already, and for the second year in a row, we've had an early race caution. Ben McDonald with a lot of damage. Look at the left side of that Dr. Pepper Camry. Charles Sanford likewise, a lot of damage. The caution flag is out. Let's see if we can get a replay and check what happened here. So it was coming out of turn number 4 on lap number 2, and Sanford got into the wall, got clipped by Aiden Smith. Smith slid through the grass. Ben McDonald came to a slide, and luckily, Smith was able to keep his car under control. Kept it from being an even bigger wreck, but Ben McDonald, you saw, slid through the grass. Second year in a row, Ben McDonald gets in one of these early wrecks. He flipped last year on lap number 1 off of turn number 2. This year, he wrecks coming out of turn number 4. Such a shame for that 16 team. Here's a clearer look on looking at Ben McDonald. You just see the 7 got into it, and Ben McDonald actually hit the inside retaining wall. That's where he got most of his damage. Slid it back onto the racetrack. Thankfully, nobody was coming. He was in the back of the field. Still, such a shame for them. Breeding Enterprises, such a shame for those guys. Riding on board with Christian Vargas in the 00. See all this unfold right in front of him. Whew, that was close. So that accident has taken out several cars. Ben McDonald and Charles Sanford have both come down pit road to assess their damage. This has been the Right Lane Cup Series Season 2, race number 18 here at Rockingham Speedway. DJ Curtis leads over Lane Sanders, Kyle Shoestry, the rookie, Derek Hamill, and Alexander Phoenix. We'll take you to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to get you back to the green flag.
Felicitations, malefactors! I am endeavoring to misappropriate the formulary for the preparation of affordable comestibles! Who will join me? I don't get it.
Where'd you go? I just did a bump and run and took the lead.
I ran out of dip.
Dip? I'm racing neck and neck, and that's all you can think about is dip? You need to get your priorities straight.
Look at the bumper given to the 75. Caesar to the inside. He's going to take second spot. Welcome back to the Right Lane Cup Series, Season 2, race number 18. We're here at the Rockingham International Speedway. We're under caution on lap number 7 after a multi-car crash out of turn number 4. Saw several cars spin. DJ Curtis is your leader. He's led all the laps so far. He's got Lane Sanders, Kyle Shoestry, Derek Hamill, and Alexander Phoenix. That is your top 5. The pace car is going to dive on the pit road. DJ Curtis is going to lead us back to the green flag. The green flag is back out. We're underway here at the Rock once again. Sanders had a good restart. So did Shoestry. Hamill had a good restart. So did Phoenix. Everybody had a really good start. Curtis was kind of a little sluggish there. Sanders didn't get a good run out of turn number 2. That's going to give the 98 a jump on the 55. Hamill back to the inside. He's going to get his 3rd spot back from Kyle Shoestry. A great start for this 55 team so far. Hamill isn't done yet. He's going to go underneath Sanders going into turn 1. 2 and 2 laps. Can he get it? All this is doing is allowing DJ Curtis to pull away. Your Nashville winner from last year. Can Curtis end this season with another win in the bank? Perhaps a top 10 in points again, no doubt. Sanders is able to clear Hamill out of turn number 4. Let's see what Hamill's going to try to do. He's going to try to get a run down the front straightaway. Here comes Hamill again going into turn number 1. Zachary Fitzwater has moved into the top 5, and look who's right behind him. It is the number 1 of Ryan Griffin. Griffin is trying to make up as many points as he can on the top 2 in points. We'll go ahead and give you an update on them. There's Griffin Lapel McDermott, 2 points behind your point leader. We'll find him right quick. There he is, Vince Freeze. Another horrible start to the race, 2 weeks in a row. He started about mid-pack. Stuck on the outside, is finally able to get to the inside. He's in 26th. But right now, Griffin Lapel McDermott has the points lead. He was 2 points behind Vince Freeze, and Ryan Griffin likewise was about 40 points back from them both. So if he's able to do anything today, get his point lead, get himself back in this championship fight, today would be the day. Up front, though, Curtis has been reeled in by Lane Sanders. Sanders is likewise under attack from Derek Hamill and Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater having another good car. This is the second week in a row. They actually brought the same car from Phoenix to Rockingham, changed the springs a little bit. Fitzwater said that this was going to be an amazing car. He said they'll be up front in no time, and he was not kidding. Fitzwater is up here. He's moved into the top 5, and he might get third if Hamill slips up here. Looking back at some other surprises, Logan Cloud trying to get around to Kyle Schustrai. They've moved Ryan Griffin out of the way. Cloud shunts it into turn number 1, but Schustrai is able to hold it up. And how about Kyle Schustrai? Shoestring to his competitors. Schustrai has been a very quiet rookie in this rookie battle. For a long time, he's been the 3rd best rookie out of 555 Engineering. They have 2 rookies this season. Schustrai is the only one that's made it all the races, though. And this qualifying effort here at Rockingham surely is going to put him on notice for some other team owners. A great run for him. Let's hope he can keep it. And we've had a change in the lead. Lane Sanders has taken the lead here at Rockingham. Derek Hamill is now in 2nd. Zachary Fitzwater looks like he's going to get 3rd from the Miller Lite Pontiac. And Sanders, can he finally get his first Right Lane Cup Series race win? He led a lot at Phoenix, was ruined by a caution near the end of the race. Sanders has come close several times this season. We'll see if he can do it. Likewise for Derek Hamill. These two have never won a Right Lane Cup Series race. The two behind them, only 1 win apiece. Curtis at Nashville, Fitzwater, ironically, here at Rockingham. Behind them, Schustrai has never won a race. Cloud has 2 wins. Finguy has actually 3 wins. Griffin has 2 wins. So these guys see a real opportunity here. Perhaps Griffin tries to play it safe for points. But these guys have a really big opportunity here to finally win in the Right Lane Cup Series. We've got looking back through here, look who's gotten near the top 10. It is Griffin, Lapel McDermott, and look right behind him. About 10 cars back, Vince Freeze has slowly been moving his way forward. He's under attack by his rookie teammate Luke Martin, both of whom shocked the media last week by announcing at the press conference right after Phoenix that they had signed lifetime contracts with Fitzwater Australia Racing. All 3 of their drivers have now been signed as lifetime drivers. That is the first time in the Right Lane Cup Series history that has ever happened. And the entire team was very confident about this. Freeze especially was very confident about this. He was very excited for this opportunity. And he made some good moves that last lap. You saw he took Alexander Rowe and Miles Mashburn 3 wide. He's now attacking Ryan Reed. But this is another thing that's interesting. The Rookie of the Year battle that's winding down. It's between these 2 drivers, Luke Martin and Alexander Rowe. They have been swapping Rookie of the Year lead the last several races, and I believe Rowe has it right now. But this is going to be something to watch very, very keenly, because I'm sure both of these drivers, Rowe won the Daytona 500, and Luke Martin won Sonoma, or not Sonoma, he won Canadian Tire. Both of these drivers, we're going to watch them very keenly in the last few races, because the Rookie of the Year battle has been that close the entire season. Up front, though, Griffin Lapel McDermott is knocking on the door of the top 10. He's got Logan Cloud in his sights. If he gets there, he'll be able to catch up, and this is not good news for that Little Caesars Honda, Ryan Griffin. Griffin slipped back a couple of spots. He let Jeffrey Finguy get by him. Finguy has set sail. He's now trying to catch this group ahead of him, who are almost crashing going into turn 1. My goodness, Fitzwater almost made contact with Curtis. They're all fighting. Lane Sanders has scooted away. He's now almost 2 seconds ahead of them. Fitzwater trying to make it 3 wide. Man, Fitzwater is everywhere. Look at him. He almost collided with Curtis. He slid up and almost collided with Hamill. He might almost collide into Finguy when Finguy gets up here. Finguy has been able to run these guys down. Jeffrey Finguy has been the fastest race car on the track. And it's just been an absolutely crazy race here. And we've had issues. I believe we've had problems here on the racetrack. Several cars. Where's Vince Freeze? I'm trying to look around for Vince Freeze. I believe we've had... Yes, we've had issues. There have been issues. We'll try to find you a replay of it right quick. But apparently Vince Freeze blew a motor. So did Samuel England. We found it. It was on lap 23. Samuel England blew a motor, it looked like. Coming out of turn 2. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The 24 car nuked the engine. And looking up front, what's happened? We'll try to see what happened to Vince Freeze because he disappeared off of the screen. And yeah, he pitted too. Freeze also had a mechanical problem. Both 2 cars in 1 lap had a mechanical issue. I cannot believe what just... I can't believe it. We'll look at Freeze. Is he going to come back out? No, he didn't. They both retired from the race. Unbelievable. Turn of events here at Rockingham. We'll get you back live, but I cannot believe that that just happened. Back live here at Rockingham. We've had an issue. The caution flag is out. Apparently a car stalled on the racetrack on the back straightaway. What a topsy-turvy turn of events here at Rockingham. Sanders is currently leading. DJ Curtis is there. Zachary Fitzwater's third with Jeffrey Finguy. Derek Hamill rounds out your top 5. I believe the leaders are going to come down pit road this time. Yes, they are. We'll see how this goes. Sanders comes down pit lane. I believe he's going to bring the entire group. That is your issue. Aiden Smith out of the spa camp. A bad day goes to worse. Aiden Smith stalled, it looked like. And he is on pit road. And man, oh, collisions. More collisions. Major Robinson got hit by Alexander Rowe coming onto the pit lane. There's Lane Sanders. Will he win the race off of pit road? Watching this pit lane exit, watching this battle for the lead very closely. Oh no, Sanders is stuck on the pit road. Sanders has had problems. He had issues. They had an issue with the left rear tire getting it off pit road. Jeffrey Finguy is going to win the race off of the pit lane. Disaster, 2nd week in a row for the spa camp. A very bad set of laps. As not only does Samuel England blow up, Dunlop, but the 40 has issues of Aiden Smith, and now Lane Sanders issues off of pit lane. Jeffrey Finguy is now going to lead over Zachary Fitzwater. We'll go ahead and get a replay of Aiden Smith and see what just happened. So we found this happened right as we were checking the replay. Aiden Smith blew the motor. He said his oil temp was getting hot through the last few laps. They believed he had issues from that first crash with the 2 Breeding Enterprises cars, and you see it there. That 40 car stalled it on the back straightaway. The officials calling the caution. And that was not good news for Lane Sanders. 2nd week in a row that 01 team is bitten by an untimely caution and a bad pit stop. So in all that topsy-turvy turn of events here at Rockingham, it's lap number 30. We're going to take you back to the green flag. Jeffrey Finguy is your leader. Zachary Fitzwater is 2nd. Curtis is 3rd. Derek Hamill's 4th. RJ Bishop has squeaked into the top 5, but that 78 car has the right side ripped all to pieces. It's Lane Sanders. Griffin Lapel McDermott has moved into 7th. Dunlop Pratt, Alexander Phoenix, and Logan Cloud defending the top 10. The pace car is going to pull off. We'll see if Jeffrey Finguy is able to defend on the short run. On the long run, he had the fastest car. The green flag is back out. Finguy with the massive jump going back into turn number 1. Fitzwater, not a good jump. Curtis and Hamill still fighting. Hamill to the inside of Curtis. That's going to let R.J. Bishop scoot through the 4th. Up front, though, here comes Zachary Fitzwater with that fabled car that was so good last week. He's going to try to make an attempt on Finguy, but he settles back in the line. Jeffrey Finguy becomes the 3rd different leader today. Derek Hamill with a great launch. He's going to try to get up to that number 59. DJ Curtis out of the groove. He's out in the marbles. GLM has moved into the 6th spot. He's gotten around Lane Sanders. Sanders trying to make it into the line, but he's just not able to. Phoenix throws it in underneath the 0-1. That's Sanders' teammate behind him, Dunlap Pratt, the only spa car to not have any issues today. Logan Cloud has settled into the top 10. Looking back, Mac Johnson and Miles Mashburn. How about Miles Mashburn and that 8 car? That is the highest Crossroads racing car. They're having a good run today. Looking back, there's Rhodes Gray in the 30, another Crossroads car. Luke Martin has scooted away. There's Major Robinson in the 45. There's questions around that 45 team, whether or not it will be around next season. See Alexander Rowe there. Rowe trying everything he can do to get as much distance between himself and Luke Martin as he possibly can. Looking back, there's another championship contender that has just had his day ruined. It is Henry Thomas. He has not been able to get up front. That was your winner last week at Phoenix. And it has not been a good day for Henry Thomas. Just absolutely a horrible, what Thomas has been describing over the radio as a very poorly balanced race car. And you see a lot of cars hit the wall there. And look back here. We found some issues. Ryan Griffin with the nose. And the right side caved in on his 0-1. Believe this happened on the pit lane. And believe it might involve that 31 car of Justin Henley. A lot of damage. They're saying it did occur. It was the 46. And the one colliding on pit road. And this might have opened the floodgates for Griffin Lapel McDermott. You see back here, J.D. Martin scooting forward. He's going to get by Thomas, getting around him. Back up front, though, Fitzwater has moved Finguy out of the way. Zachary Fitzwater picking up where he left off last year. Now leading with Derek Hamill behind him. Finguy and R.J. Bishop. That's 3 Fords in the top 5 and a Honda and a Pontiac. How about this? For Ford, they have been somewhat behind all season compared to Pontiac, their biggest rival in the Constructors running right now. But they have really shown up today. Honda, likewise, they've been doing very well for themselves. And looking back, you see a driver that has fallen outside almost the top 15. It's Lane Sanders. Sanders, they made an they had a loose, they could not get the left rear on the car. They made an adjustment to the 0-1 to try to negate a tight issue. And you see it here. Sanders has fallen off a cliff. He's back to 14th. Sanders says the car will not turn. It's so tight. And he cannot get it to run properly. And this has moved some unlikely competitors into the top 10. How about Mac Johnson? That 51 team from the Raving Sunset Automotive Group. We haven't heard much from Mac Johnson since the early part of the season. That 51 team, Johnson, it's not clear what Mac Johnson will be doing next season. It's been rumored around the garage area he might step away from Right Lane Cup Series competition. But a very, very talented driver nonetheless. A lot of teams have been hoping to pick him up as a good driver. Meanwhile, though, you see DJ Curtis is under attack from Griffin Lapel McDermott. He is trying to get into the top 5. This, with Vince Freeze having his mechanical issue, it all but confirms that Griffin Lapel McDermott will take the points lead, with Ryan Griffin having a terrible, terrible turn of events. We'll see if GLM's able to hold it. Mind you, we have Homestead next week, and then we have the finale at Charlotte. The long race, we'll see how that plays out. But we're past halfway. We're on lap number 44 here at Rockingham. This has been the Right Lane Cup Series Season 2, race number 18. Zachary Fitzwater will lead over Derek Hamill, Jeffrey Finguy, RJ Bishop, and now Griffin Lapel McDermott. That is your top 5. We'll be right back right after this.
Sunday is race day. That's why the Domino's 555 deal is perfect. 3 medium pizzas for $5 each. I have a pizza here for Mr. Right Lane.
That's mine. You're right. Mine would be the king of right lane.
Really? Mine would be for the Emperor of Right Lane.
Mine would be the czar of right lane.
The Grand Poobah of Right Lane.
General Velissimo of right lane.
El Presidente de Right Lane.
King Daddy.
Okay, now, what do you do next?
Floor it?
Yes. No, no, don't floor it.
Floor it?
No, 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 don't floor it.
Okay, floor it.
No.
All right, Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead?
You okay, Patrick?
Finland!
Use the Force, Luke. Let go, Luke.
Get that camera out of my face!
Fight for the lead here at Rockingham. It's getting physical between the front two. Welcome back to the Right Lane Cup Series. Race 18 of Season 2 here at The Rock. Zachary Fitzwater and Derek Hamill have been dueling the last few laps. Hamill has finally had enough of the 59. He's going to try to take him on the outside line. Nobody's been able to make it work so far, but Hamill has a fast Honda underneath that hood. Fitzwater has the preferred line, though. We'll see what Hamill does. He throws it into turn number 3. Hamill's going to try to get a run off the corner and run it back. Coming back, it's lap number 50 with 21 laps to go. Derek Hamill has been a very determined driver. He had a great run last week. He had a great run the week prior. He has tried everything to win a race, and he has been close so many times. But you know who's closing in? It's Jeffrey Finguy. Finguy, with an off year by his standards, has been slowly and methodically climbing the top 10 in points, and now has scooted into third. But you look who's catching up. It's Griffin Lapel McDermott, his teammate, his championship contending teammate, has had great news so far, because his teammate, Ryan Griffin, has barely been able to make up spots. Griffin is up to 38th. My bad. Griffin is up. Griffin has been trapped a lap down, and that has not been good for him. But you see it up here. I believe we're having pit stops or something going on. Zachary Fitzwater. Oh no! Zachary Fitzwater's had a problem! Fitzwater, another mechanical problem! He stalls on the back straightaway! What happened? Zachary Fitzwater. That is a shame. I cannot believe that just happened. And it brought the caution out. The caution flag is out for Zachary Fitzwater stalling it on the backstretch. This will change everything. That is the 4th mechanical failure to occur here at Rockingham. It's the second Ford. It's the second Fitzwater car. And for Zachary Fitzwater, one of the best cars he's ever had is now up in smoke. We'll get a replay and we'll try to check on what happened to that 59 car. He was leading the race. Fitzwater, that was lap 52 what we were looking at. And you see right here, he slowed immediately. I can't explain that. Zachary Fitzwater, he just pulled right down. He pulled right exactly where Aiden Smith stalled it. And that drew a caution. I cannot believe that happened. And it's such a shame for him, but this suddenly blows the doors wide open for other drivers. So we've gotten the one to green. We're on lap number 57. Derek Hamill is your race leader. Jeffrey Finguy is second. Griffin Lapel McDermott's third with Dunn LaPrade. Alexander Phoenix is your top 5 with RJ Bishop, DJ Curtis. Asher Evelyn has moved forward extremely well. Then it's Alexander Rowe and Logan Cloud as your top 10. Ryan Griffin is right there. He's going to try to get a lap back and make up spots. Fitzwater came over the radio. They said that they had a fuel pickup issue on that 59 car. He pitted, they filled him with fuel, and now he went back out on his way. So the pace car is going to pull off. Will Hamill let his teammate go and get his lap back? Or will he be selfish and try to get himself his own win in the Right Lane Cup Series? We'll find out here in a second. They're in the restart zone. Hamill takes off. We're back under green here at Rockingham. Fitzwater is the best car in that bunch. He's going to shove it 3 wide. That's going to ruin Jeffrey Finguy. That's going to bring Dunn LaPrade into the picture. Where did Dunn LaPrade come from? He's going to try to win this race. Fitzwater moved Hamill outside. Sanford throws him 3. Lap car is playing a whole wild race here at the end. That's going to put Dunn LaPrade into the lead with 12 laps to go here at Rockingham. Dunn LaPrade, it was announced yesterday that he would not be returning to that 41 team at the end of the season. He'll be moving down to the Truck Series. Can he increase his stock by winning another race? Charles Sanford trying everything he can do to stay on the lead lap. If we get another caution, this could be huge for Ryan Griffin, for Zachary Fitzwater, and for Charles Sanford. By now they're all back on the lead lap, but this fighting is going to bring Alexander Phoenix back into the mix. Hamill holds off into third. He's going to cut down in front of Jeffrey Finguy. The big loser in that whole event is Finguy and Griffin Lapel McDermott. He's fallen back. But he can afford this now because his championship contenders are in the garage and right on the tail end of the lead lap. This puts him 8th. Curtis slipped. The pole sitter has slipped back into 9th. Luke Martin is in the top 10 now. How about this? This Rookie of the Year battle is playing up, but man, LaPrade had a terrible corner. This is going to bring another Pontiac into the fray. Here comes Alexander Phoenix. He got a huge run through 3 and 4. Will it get physical? We've seen the battle for the lead get physical. LaPrade pulls away a little bit. Phoenix is stuck next to Charles Sanford, and Derek Hamill's on his back bumper. Will Hamill use the chrome horn on that Honda to get around Phoenix and try to get at Dunn LaPrade? Phoenix clears. Hamill, he's going to have the opportune line going into turn 1. We'll see what he can do. He can't clear Sanford. Asher Evelyn, we've had problems. Is that a caution? It is a caution. This changes everything. Ben McDonald is in it again. Ryan Griffin is saved. Zachary Fitzwater is saved. But a 4th caution of the day changes everything. Charles Sanford gets the free pass. He's back on the lead lap. This changes everything. This caution. Ben McDonald, a bad day goes to worse. We'll get a replay right quick and see what happened. So here's Ben McDonald. We were watching the great fight for the lead, and you see he's going off in the turn 1. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, it was in front of him. Hey, it was Henry Thomas. Thomas with issues. Gets clipped. Jeff Bolton was in it. 2nd week in a row he's had issues. Thomas, though, last week's winner, the front end of that M&M's Pontiac is all to pieces. What in the world happened? So here is Henry Thomas, and we see Bolton behind him. Bolton turns. Henry Thomas, what on earth? And you saw, oh no. Bolton, 2nd week in a row, and he had it. He's done something, and I'm sure this is not going to go over well with the Right Lane Cup Series officials. Bolton, it appears he just turned the 36. This is the helicopter cam. We'll see it going out into turn 1. Yeah. Bolton, you be the judge. But it's clear to me that Bolton, it looked like he turned Henry Thomas. I don't know if there was an issue between the two, but that will not bode well. In fact, we're being told that Jeff Bolton has been summoned to the Right Lane Cup Series hauler right after the race. 2nd week in a row that's happened. And I'm sure it's not going to go down very well with the Right Lane Cup Series officials. Lap number 65. We're at 6 laps to go here at Rockingham. Dunlaprad is your race leader. Alexander Phoenix is second. Derek Hamill is third with Asher Evelyn and Griffin Lapel McDermott. That is your top 5. Then it's Jeffrey Finguy, Alexander Rowe, RJ Bishop, Luke Martin, and DJ Curtis. That's your top 10. Because we're inside 10 laps to go, per Right Lane Cup Series rules, no lap down cars will pull up next to the leaders. So this will be a clean, straight battle between everybody in the top 10. Anybody really in this top 5 has a shot. We've seen the great launches Derek Hamill has had. Asher Evelyn, has pulled up from last on the grid to 4th. Griffin Lapel McDermott, he has points to gain. In front of him, he can get more and more points, especially as they stagger the higher up you go. Alexander Phoenix has been able to claw and scrape into the 2nd spot, and Dunlaprad. Can Laprad win his 2nd race of the Right Lane in his Right Lane Cup Series career? We'll find out. Other wild cards, Jeffrey Finguy. He's always a wild card. We'll see what he's able to do. I'm sure Rowe, RJ Bishop wants a good finish. Likewise for Luke Martin and DJ Curtis. They all will want good finishes, I'm sure. But the lights are out on the pace car. Is going to pull in this time by, and it will be 4 laps to go here at Rockingham. Dunlaprad, then it's Alexander Phoenix, Derek Hamill, Asher Evelyn, and Griffin Lapel McDermott. That is your top 5. This can be a whole scenic change at the championship for many battles that have gone throughout the entire season. The pace car is in. We'll see what happens now. Dunlaprad pulls ahead. The green flag is back out. 4 to go at the Rock. Alexander Phoenix gets a halfway decent start. He's going to try to gain on the 41. Finguy gets sent aside going into turn 1. That's the first move. Alexander Rowe is trying to get to that fight. Here comes the battle for the lead. Alexander Phoenix to the inside of Dunlaprad. 2 Pontiacs fighting it out. The Honda of Derek Hamill is in the wings. If these two fighting, this opens the door for the 98. 3 laps to go. Phoenix trying to get his 2nd win of the season as well. He's going to get right up alongside the 41. He's going to try to get clear off of turn number 2. Derek Hamill, let's see what he's able to do. He's been very aggressive all race. Laprad tries a crossover into turn 3. He's going to fall in line. He's going to try to cycle back. Coming back, 2 laps to go. Laprad's very much still in this race. He runs the outside line. I don't think that's a good move. It wasn't. Phoenix pulls away. That's going to let the 98 get up to him. Derek Hamill, 2nd week in a row. He's had an opportunity to win a race. Can he get back to it? He needs a good corner. He gets that good corner. Derek Hamill with a charge. This is going to be the white flag. He runs the outside line. 1 lap to go at the Rock. Phoenix, Hamill, the top 4. Man, this is contact. Evelyn tried to send it in. Hamill could not get in behind the 62. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Hamill, he's got one last chance. He throws it into turn number 3, but it's not going to be enough. Alexander Phoenix is going to get his 3rd career Right Lane Cup Series win at the Rock. Phoenix wins. Evelyn gets 2nd. I believe Hamill gets 3rd with the Prad. GLM is 5th. He will take the championship lead in a vast change. Alexander Rowe 6th, Finguy 7th, Bishop gets an 8th, Luke Martin and Logan Cloud will both get top 10s. What an amazing run to the finish for Alexander Phoenix, for Asher Evelyn, for Derek Hamill. Hamill ruined late, a 2nd straight 3rd place finish. We'll have to settle for that Little Debbie's Honda. But for Griffin Lapel McDermott, this is going to be his points lead now, and a very good spot for him in the championship. This has been the Right Lane Cup Series, Season 2, race number 18 here at Rockingham. Thank you all so much for watching this amazing fight for the finish. We'll see you all next week in the state of Florida when we go to Homestead Miami Speedway. We'll catch you all there then. It's goodbye. Take a look at your finishing results here. Alexander Phoenix will get his 3rd career Right Lane Cup Series win. A great win for him. Asher Evelyn surprises all with a 2nd place finish from 42nd starting spot. Derek Hamill will finish 3rd for the 2nd straight week in a row, with Dunlap Pratt getting another top 5 for his troubles. Griffin Lapel McDermott will be your new championship leader. He will now be about 40 points ahead of Ryan Griffin. Alexander Rowe is in 6th with Finn Guy, Bishop, Luke Martin, and Logan Cloud rounding out your top 10. Taylor Frey, your outside pole sitter, falls to 16th. He had a very good card. DJ Curtis, your pole sitter, was 12th. Looking back through the field are some cars that had to start in the rear. We talked about Miles Mashburn. He ends up 20th, a good day for that rookie. Lane Sanders, he was up front, was ruined by that pit stop and that tight condition from that adjustment they made. He'll end up in 30th. Henry Thomas ends up 32nd, not climbing much higher. Jeff Bolton will be 35th. He is currently in the Right Lane Cup Series trailer. They are discussing with him. Expect some penalties, if any. We see back here a pair of camshaft failures for the Spa team, and Vince Freeze out with the piston. He will finish dead last. Thank you all so much for watching this race at Rockingham. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye.